Well, Snow White is another unnecessary remake to a classic tale that no one had asked for. This one is boring, it's not fun whatsoever, and quite frankly, it is also a huge waste of time, in my opinion. Disney, why do you continue to do this to us? What have we done to get these remakes of classic movies? Seriously, this film feels flat and unengaging, the storytelling is mediocre, and even the characterizations feel non-existent. There's even certain messages that are pushed throughout the narrative that makes it feel quite woke and just generic because this is not what Snow White is supposed to be about. The runtime being an hour and 49 minutes, somehow it feels twice as long because this is not satisfying, nor will it captivate new audiences. The hate that this is getting, it is well deserved. Like Disney, please give us great storytelling. Don't give us mediocre garbage because most of us is not going to care about what's going on within the movie, not if it's a complete disaster. And I get I'm not the target audience of this. I mean, it's for little girls and fans of the original 1937 classic. But I recently did go back to watch that film and it is a lot better than this. Sure, they expand upon some things here, but a lot of it feels hollow. It feels uninteresting. At least Rachel Ziegler, her acting, it was decent. She could sing. I mean, that's like the only positive I could really give this movie because everything else just feels very uninspired. And that's not even the worst part. It's like there are moments when the musical numbers show up and I've grown because a lot of them sound awful. There's some new songs here. I was like, really, Disney? And that's what a lot of this film is. Just nonsensical. And I was like, man, can we hurry up and get to the third act so I could be done with this? Even Gal Gadot, her performance was bad. Like, she was a little cartoony, she was over the top. Remind me of one of those villains from Batman and Robin, similar to Jim Carrey. Not that over the top, but similar to it. Even the character Jonathan was very dull. He added some new things in the plot. You know that picture that came out a few months ago where people saying they was going to replace the Seven Dwarfs? Yeah, they're still in here, but it makes the film feels convoluted because Snow White, she goes off on her own adventure, she leaves the dwarves, and then she bumps into these bandits. I'm like, man, it's like two movies conflicting with each other. And speaking of the Seven Dwarfs, I thought, man, what is this? It's cartoony. We're supposed to believe this is a live adaptation. Looks like something out of the PS2 era, and not in a good way. And that's the problem with a lot of the Disney remakes nowadays. They just don't try hard enough. They give us these soulless cash grabs. And I bet this is not even going to make that much money at the box office. At the end of the day, I honestly can't recommend this to anyone out there, even for fans of the original movie. And please, save your money and time. Don't go see this at the movie theaters when this eventually comes out on streaming services because, believe me, it is not worth the time to sit through. I'm giving this film a 3 out of 10. Man, I am so glad I don't ever have to watch this again. Without question, one of the worst live adaptation Disney movies that I've seen over the years. The CGI is abysmal, the storytelling is forgettable, and the characters, well, they are very lackluster. At least the original classic, despite it being nearly 9 decades old, it is far better than this abomination. Anyway, I'm done talking about this one. It's not memorable whatsoever. It's just a huge dumpster fire in my opinion. And that's my review of Snow White. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying peace out.